My lovely, beautiful Karma babies, before I begin this video, I cannot not say hello, my Karma babies, and I am so happy to see you again and to be here again. And I did post why I had not been recording. You know, I've got some medical issues. So that's one of the main reasons I hadn't been recording. Guys, thank you to all my new subscribers. I love you, love you, love you guys. And I hope that this video today benefits you. And I hope you get benefit from it. And I hope that you react accordingly. Okay, guys? I love you. And here we go. Let's get to the video. Okay guys, so let's start reading this article. As you see, the headline says Jamie Dimon says JPMorgan is hoarding cash because very good chance inflation is here to stay, guys. Inflation is here to stay. And it says here in the article, Jamie Dimon believes cash is king, at least for the time being. And I guess that's just an old banker's term or a term, you know, I used that term in my last video, that cash is king. Well, you know, silver and gold, I think, is above cash at this point. Okay? I really do. Okay, the article reads, JPMorgan Chase has been effectively stockpiling cash rather than using it to buy treasuries or other investments because of the possibility higher inflation will force the Federal Reserve to boost interest rates. A bank stockpiling cash? That's a little odd to me. But, you know, I did work in a bank, but it was in retail. So I wasn't in the investment area, although I did have to take, you know, get licensed to be able to sell minimal investment products. I'm not really versed on it. So I want you guys to take this article and dissect it yourself and figure it out for yourself, okay? Because I'm just surprised, I guess, that a bank is hoarding cash. Okay. Dimon said Monday during a press conference, the biggest U.S. bank by assets has positioned itself to benefit from rising interest rates, which will let it buy higher yielding assets. I think I understand that. Okay. He says, we have a lot of cash and capability, and we're going to be very patient because I think you have a good chance inflation will be more than transitory, said Dimon, longtime JPMorgan CEO. So he doesn't think that this inflation is going to be here today and gone tomorrow. No, he thinks that inflation is going to be here for quite a while. So what's going to happen when that, with the inflation study being here and getting higher and higher, we'll go on and we'll talk about this. If you look at our balance sheet, we have $500 billion in cash. We've actually been effectively stockpiling more and more cash, waiting for opportunities to invest at higher rates. They've taken $500 billion basically is out of the economy from my thought process. I don't know. Now, maybe I'm thinking wrong, you know, and I'm sure there's a lot of investment people that will go into the comments, please, and explain that to me. But from my viewpoint, $500 billion is not anywhere. It's not in treasuries. It's not anywhere. It's just sitting in the bank. If this bank is doing it or other banks doing it, I'm just, flabbergasted. $500 billion that they're just sitting on, and they're adding more and more, because when they do go out to buy treasuries, they want to get a higher interest rate. I understand that. I understand that you want to invest and get, more bang for your buck. But in the meantime, you're hoarding it. You're holding it to the side. So it's not out there in the economy, and it's not benefiting any of us. It's benefiting the bank, I guess, but it's not benefiting any of us. It says, DIMON waded into the ongoing debate on whether high inflation is a result of temporary aspects of the reopening, like raw material shortages or supply chain issues, or if it could be more lasting. Fed officials have called the current spike in inflation transitory. So the Federal Reserve, the Feds, are saying it's transitory, that's what they feel. Now, this article is from June, and I'm not sure if they've changed their position on it or not, but they're saying that they think it's transitory. Jamie Dimon, this high-powered banker, CEO of JPMorgan Chase, feels that inflation is not transitory. What we're going through is not transitory. So they're holding the money back. So now it's like a fight between the banks and the Fed. Who's going to hold out the longest? Let me continue. Fed officials have called the current spike in inflation transitory, meaning temporary and short-lived. But there are increasingly voices, including Deutsche Bank economists and hedge fund billionaires, who warn of consequences should the Fed ignore the inflation. So are they holding on to the cash too? When I did that video about, am I hoarding cash while you're hoarding corns? I guess I was, it was a little bit more clear than I thought. Guys, we're in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. And, I'm not going to profess and say I know all of this that's going on, but don't you think it's odd that a bank is holding on to cash like that? $500 billion that could be out there in the economy and, just flowing in the economy and helping get rid of the inflation that we have going on. I'm just confused. I really am. It does say here. Later Monday, Morgan Stanley CEO James Gorman told CNBC Wilfred Frost on closing bell that he too thinks that higher inflation may be lasting and the Fed may be forced to hike rates earlier than expected. The question is, when does the Fed move? Gorman said. It has to move at some point, and I think the bias is more likely earlier than what the current dots suggest, rather than later. Now, while JPMorgan and the Feds are, figuring out what to do, we, the people, we're suffering. The prices at the grocery store are staggering. And something has to be done. Something must be done immediately. There's people now who cannot even afford to buy a chicken or pieces of chicken. I mean, the prices in the supermarkets are absolutely ridiculous. Things have not gone up little by little. Things have gone up overnight by $10, $15, $20, literally. And I know you guys see this. we as consumers cannot continue in this way. If we continue in this way, we're going to be not in an inflation type of condition. We're going to be in a depression type of position. And that's where we're headed. And we're going there quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know, the Depression lasted from 1929 to 1939. There were people here in the United States and America starving. No one had jobs. They couldn't afford to put food on the table. That is why I've been urging you, and other YouTubers and preppers have been urging, to put food aside. To just little by little, for the last 2-3 years, I've been showing you guys how to put food aside in your prepper, in a pantry. How to do canning, you know, how to store your grains, and how to plant a garden. Guys, it is the time. Do not sit back. You know, I've been ill, but with the pinched nerves in my back, but I've gotten up and with a walker and gone into my kitchen and canned food, because I am really afraid of being without food. I'm really afraid of that. And like I said in my last video, I know what it feels like to be hungry. And I do not, under any circumstances, want to have that feeling again. You need to stock up on whatever you can stock up on, and stock it now. So what if it'll be a wonderful thing if we don't get to the point of what I feel is a no return. You can still eat your food, guys. As you know, you've canned it. You've stored it in 5-gallon buckets. You know, you've stored it. You've put your oxygen absorbers in there. You've put your, you know, different things to preserve your food. We've got to go back to the old days and get our acts together and not depend on the Fed or on these banks. You see, they're doing what's going to benefit them. You've got to do what's going to benefit you. And it's urgent, very urgent, right now, that you go to the store and you stock up on food. China just told their people, you've seen the headlines. My friend Lead Farmer, my friend Tommy Bites, just posted a video. Guys, we're having bad weather. Oh my goodness. Let me hurry up and finish this video. My friend Lead Farmer 73 and Tommy Bites just posted a video about China telling their people to stock up on food for a year. Come on. If China is telling their people to stock up on food and we get everything from China, what do you think that's telling us? Pay attention to your surroundings. If China's telling them to stock up for a year, we need to stock up for 2-3 years or longer, because we get everything from them. And when the pressure is not on them, they're going to take care of themselves before they take care of us. Guys, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. And if I can get around with a walker to can with 3 pinched nerves in my back, and I know that I have more up in my upper back, I'm gonna, you know, whenever I feel good, I go in there and I can. Okay? Go to the store. Buy what you can now. You see the prices are rising. Get chicken. Can it. Don't put it in the freezer. If you must do that, put it in the freezer. If you don't have a canner, you know, we don't know if the lights are going to go out. We don't know what's going to happen. That's why I'm trying to do more canning than putting things in the freezer. Guys, I just wanted to come on and give you that warning. Yes, somebody is hoarding cash. Somebody is hoarding cash. And it's not just the everyday person. is big banks. If JPMorgan, the biggest bank with assets in the United States, if they're hoarding that was in June, over $500 billion, is that what other banks are doing too? Is that what they're doing with the coin? Are they hoarding it? Are they keeping it there? For what? Why are they hoarding cash? I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm not going to, I can't tell you why a bank is hoarding cash. I can't tell you that. I can only tell you what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is I'm storing food for my family as much as I possibly can. And I suggest that you do the same. Guys, I love you, love you, love you. And I want you to always remember how others treat you is their karma. Their karma. How you respond, my babies, my lovely, beautiful karma babies, how you respond is your karma. Guys, how we respond to this situation right here and right now is going to be our karma. Respond accordingly. Guys, I love you, and I'll be back soon. I'll be back soon, and thank you so much. And I love all my old karma babies, and I love my new karma babies alike. You know, Granny doesn't love one grandchild over the other. And thank you guys that all sent me wonderful well wishes and cards for my birthday. Yes, your granny is 73 years old now. And like I said, if I have to get around on a walker, however I'm going to get around, I'm going to get around. I'm a fighter. I'm a fighter. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye now, guys.